Events, the latest on former President Trump's arraignment in New York.
New details from the Nashville School Shooting that killed 6.
SF State campus safety plans amid recent school shootings.
And the latest in SFSU Sports. State of Events starts now. Good afternoon and welcome to State of Events. I'm Briel Braswell.
And I'm Erykah Rodriguez. Last week's shooting at Nashville Christian School has left family, friends, and the country in mourning. According to the police, 28-year-old Audrey Hale, who shot 3 children and 3 adults at a Christian school last week, fired over 150 rounds, police said, although they have yet to find a motive. Hale planned the attack over a period of a couple of months and researched other mass murderers. Hale, who is a former student of the school, acted alone, according to authorities, and had left writings behind that detailed the plot of the shooting, which is now being examined by the FBI.
The recent Nashville shooting has prompted local law enforcement here in the Bay Area to urge people to be more alert. State of Events' Daphne Young sat down with the chief of police for SFSU and has the details.
Safety officials at San Francisco State want to ensure students and staff that SFSU is a safe place, and they say they're doing their part to keep things that way. But they want to remind students there are several important things we can do as well.
Unplug, pay attention to what's around you, what's happening as you're navigating, walking to campus, up campus, down campus, to work, walking to public transportation. And that goes for both when you're here on campus and also when your personal travels, when you're off home or with your family members and stuff. Really just be aware and pay attention to what's going on.
University police say another thing students can do to ensure safety while on campus is to know where the nearest blue light or emergency phones are at all times. There's about 30 all across campus. And if you hear or see something suspicious, just push the button. And the call goes directly to the police 911 dispatch center. University police also want to urge students to keep your contact information updated on the Gateway Student Portal.
However you want to receive emergency communications, make sure you have all the information updated and stuff, because that's one of the main communication tools that we use during those circumstances. If there's an active threat or something like that's happening, we use our emergency notification system to provide, messages and provide updates.
UPD Chief of Police Parsons says that's because all universities receiving federal funding are required to notify students and staff of any criminal incidents that happen on campus due to the Clery Act that passed back in 1990 in honor of Gene Clery, a Pennsylvania college student who was killed on the campus of Lee University. So police urge SFSU students to pay attention when you receive those alerts or messages about incidents happening here. And for more information about campus safety, visit upd.sfsu.edu. At San Francisco State University, I'm Daphne Young for State of Events.
The historic surrender, arrest, and arraignment of former President Donald Trump is playing out in New York City Tuesday. The New York judge in Tuesday's case denied requests by several media organizations, keeping TV cameras out of the courtroom, allowing 5 pool photographers to snap some still just before the arraignment got underway. Mike Valerio is in New York with the latest development and what's ahead now that the grand jury indictment has been unsealed.
Former President Donald Trump walking into his historic arraignment on more than 30 charges related to business fraud. Tuesday's legal proceedings relatively short, but its impact on American history seismic, unprecedented. Trump is now the first ever former or sitting president to be criminally charged. The charges center on a 2016 hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels, facilitated by his then personal lawyer and fixer, Michael Cohen, who was convicted for his role in that payment and testified to the New York grand jury against his former boss.
Michael Cohen did time for a crime that the federal prosecutors in Manhattan said Donald Trump directed him to do, and it was only for his benefit. And so Michael Cohen did the time. Now it's time for equal justice.
Trump is already looking ahead towards a possible trial, posting Tuesday morning that it should be moved to Staten Island because Manhattan would be, quote, very unfair. Security around the New York City courthouse was ramped up ahead of Tuesday's arraignment, with overall peaceful crowds gathering both for and against Trump, including a brief appearance by one of his most vocal allies on the Hill.
This is the former President of the United States of America, and the government has been weaponized against him.
He is not above the law. He should not be above the law. The analysis of whether or not he is or is not a former president should be irrelevant.
The next step for Trump, back at home at Mar-a-Lago Tuesday night, where his lawyers have said they'll dissect every charge in the now unsealed indictment and plan their defense. In New York, I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
SFSU's Broadcast and Electronic Communication Arts Department and the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences organized an event for students to make industry connections. State of Events' Prina Shandilia takes us inside the event.
Yes, that's right. The Becca Natus Media Meld is the first of its kind, in which over 100 guests took tour of the Marcus Hall, facilitated by the 5 Becca faculty members. Members of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, industry professionals, Becca alumni and Becca faculty all gathered for a day of networking and learning.
I just have to say a big thank you to the Becca department, the professors, the staff, I mean even the students as well. I think just the Becca department as a whole has, really changed my life. I came into SF State actually initially as a cinema major. I went to Miriam Smith's, presentation on Becca, and I just thought, I think I want to switch to that major.
Natus leaders encouraged Becca students to become members.
Being able to see all these professionals come in and all be on the same track of wanting just to talk with each other, network, always get each other's information, and just like this general excitement was in the room. It was awesome to be a part of.
Founded in 1995 for the promotion of arts and sciences of television, Natus provides its members with a unique networking opportunity.
Part of being involved in Natus is to give back to what other people gave to us when we were first starting out. So that's why we want to host events like this and connect with you all so that we can kind of give some insight into what it's like in the real world, and also so we can collect resumes and connect and give out our contact info, because just like folks are looking for jobs, we're looking for good hires.
While Becca students learned ways to be studio ready and best makeup practices, Becca alumni got a tour of the new Becca building called the George and Judy Marcus Hall, which has all the latest audio equipments, production control room, television studios, editing labs, and much more. It's indeed a fruitful day for Becca students as they learned operating drones, studio lighting techniques, and production tips directly from the industry experts. For more such events, keep checking Becca on SFSU. Prerna Shandilia, State of Events.
So Prerna, what would be some of the benefits of becoming a Natus member?
Well, Briel, there are many benefits. Students only need to pay $15 to become a member, which normally costs over $100. Now, students can also enter their work for Emmy Awards at much lower prices. There are free workshops and information sessions with industry experts. Now, it also provides tour of the production facilities, which are not normally available to the public.
Thank you, Prerna.
Coming up after the break, we will have the latest on a toddler who was reported eaten by an alligator.
And later in the show, one popular animated film is turning into a live-action movie, so stick around.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
Third line, please.
DEPRESSION.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale. Bipolar? Sorting out a mental health concern is not something to attempt on your own.
Anxiety. I thought so.
Like many health conditions, help for mental illness takes professional diagnosis and treatment. And the sooner you seek treatment, the better.
Look at that. 6,000 steps and PTSD.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. Find out what to do. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
I was talking to myself. Oh.
Minds can achieve anything. We make sure they get to college. Federal student aid provides more than $150 billion in grants, loans, and work-study funds to make college possible for anyone with the mind to get there. Because if given the chance, minds will do great things. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Welcome back to State of Events. The Mashouf and the Cesar Chavez Center are hosting cooking demos for students. There are 2 different sessions you are able to attend based on your interest. The Mashouf is holding a frozen meal prep demo from 1 to 2 p.m. and the Cesar Chavez Center is holding a live cooking demo from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. If you're interested in learning how to make a quick meal or new meal prep tips or just want free food, go check out Wellness Wednesday.
Authorities claim to have found the body of a missing 2-year-old toddler in the mouth of an alligator on Friday in St. Pittsburgh, Florida. According to the police chief, Anthony Holloway, the child Taylor Mosley was reported missing after his mother was discovered dead in her apartment on Thursday with multiple stab wounds. The child's father has since been detained and charged with 2 counts of degree murder.
In downtown San Francisco, an open office space might be able to hold 11,000 new homes. According to the policy research group SPUR and the local chapter Urban Institute, this is possible as long as the city lowers fees for affordable housing. The building that is most likely to be converted is One Market Plaza on Market Street. The construction of new housing will be a step towards revamping the downtown area. Further information about housing plans is expected to come out later this spring.
NATO has officially banned staffers from downloading TikTok on NATO-issued devices. That's according to 2 officials familiar with the matter. NATO is the latest governmental body that banned TikTok over concerns that China could access users' data through Chinese parent company ByteDance. The US, UK, Norway, European Parliament, and other nations have already banned the app from the government's issued devices.
We'll tell you about what movie is being brought into the live-action world.
And the latest in sports will bring the scores of this past week from baseball, softball, and track and field. Don't go away. State of Events will be right back.
Got you. Oh, yeah, got him.
That stupid controller froze again.
You're only saying that because you're losing.
Bet you bought the cheap one.
My controller is junk too. Is this even real?
You're spending less, so...
Yeah? We'll just buy it again?
Smart kids.
Who are you?
Or what are you?
Hey, I was wondering if you guys wanted any... OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime...
I got you. Oh, yeah, got him.
San Francisco State's Broadcast and Electronic Communication Arts program is a renowned dynamic major for all kinds of media arts.
You're not going to find this hands-on media experience anywhere else.
We are here to be a talent pipeline to the media and entertainment industry.
I love all my classes that I've taken with all the Becca professors.
I want students to have the freedom to create what they want to create and what they're passionate about.
We are mostly concerned with our students' ability to succeed in ways that they wish to succeed.
I have a lot of skills now that I didn't have before.
I mean, there's so much you can do here. It's incredible. There's really no limit.
Welcome back to State of Events. Disney has some new, exciting news for Moana fans. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute.
We are so excited and happy to announce that a live-action reimagining of Moana is in the works.
Dwayne Johnson went back to Hawaii to announce he'll return as the demigod Maui in a live-action version of the animated hit Moana. He'll also be a producer on the film, which is in development. Johnson says he's proud of his Pacific Islander heritage, including his late grandfather, a wrestler known as the Flying Hawaiian.
When I bring Maui to life, I'm doing it in the spirit of my grandfather.
I've seen things I can't explain.
Indiana Jones is heading to Cannes. The world premiere of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is set for May 18th at the Cannes Film Festival. The final installment of the iconic movie franchise is due in theaters June 30th.
I think he likes me. What the?
Host acquired.
Who said that? It's okay, it's gonna be okay!
Alien biotech turns a young man into Blue Beetle. Xolo Maridueña takes on the title role in the first solo movie for a Latino superhero. Blue Beetle soars into theaters to protect Palmera City August 18th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
So, have you seen Moana?
I actually have seen Moana, and I'm really excited because when it first came out, I actually went to the movie theater. So, you know, let's see what this new movie comes out. Do you have an idea of who the actor is going to be?
Honestly, don't know. I was thinking about that, and maybe the actress from the original animated version could play her. I think it'd be good.
Okay, sounds smart. Let's take a look at sports. A busy weekend in sports as San Francisco State hosted the Mike Fanelli Track Classic. Formerly known as the San Francisco State Distance Carnival, dozens of athletes and teams from universities across the country took part in the annual 3-day meet, which began back in 2008. Some of the competitions included sprint medleys, high jumps, low jumps, pole vault, and hurdle race. Runners competed in 100-meter run. For the complete list of results from the track, go to MikeFanelliTrackClassic.com.
In baseball, the Gators were on the road in LA, where SFSU clinched their series against Cal State LA with a 14-3 victory on Sunday. Meanwhile, the SF State softball team won its final game at the Tournament of Champions, hosted by the city of Turlock. The Gators won 3-1 over St. Martin's and finished the tournament 5-0.
That's all we have for you this time. Thanks for joining us.
And don't forget to subscribe to our State of Events channel on YouTube at the QR code on your screen.
For State of Events, I'm Erykah Rodriguez.
And I'm Briel Braswell. Have a great day.